Hi, my name is Kathy Atencio. I am the very proud principal of Rodriguez Prep Academy. Thank you for joining us today. This is an exciting opportunity. We have some limited spots still available at Rodriguez. We invited all students that qualified for the lottery but did not fill out an application. The lottery happened in December and students have already been placed in all the other magnet middle schools. With that being said, Rodriguez still has a few limited spots. Our goal for today's meeting is to show you all the wonderful things Rodriguez has to offer your student, and we hope that you entrust us with your child's education. Here is a quick overview of our agenda. We're going to talk about our school mission and vision, academics, student life and supports that we offer, why start in 6th grade, and then how to enroll. So this is our mission and vision that we've all worked together to construct. One thing I really want to focus on is our vision. So our vision states all students at Rodriguez Prep Academy will achieve high academic progress through high expectations with high support. We know that in order for students to be truly academically successful, they need to have those high supports. Another thing that how we conduct ourselves is through our core values. So our core values that we generally care, we inspire, we cultivate a sense of belonging, and have a strong work ethic. This is stuff that we hold ourselves to and our students. Speaking of academic excellence, we have really focused on the growth of our students and making sure that we are providing them with all the help and supports so that they can achieve it. This information on this slide can be found on the California Dashboard website. So if you go to californiadashboard.org, you are able to see every school in the state of California and then how they are achieving or how are they progressing in several different areas. So the first one is English language arts. So we have grown. We increased from previous years. So we are at 61% points above standard. With that being said, we have over 78% of our students are testing at grade level or exceeding. The next one is mathematics. So we are 22.8 points above standard. So that is 61% of our students, 6th through 8th, are performing at grade level or beyond. The next category is suspension rate. We have decreased. So we are at the green level. So our goal is to be at blue and green. So you can see in almost every category that's listed, we are already there. Our next is chronic absenteeism. So we are making that growth. You can see that we declined. So remember, decline is good. So we're declining that rate, and we are currently at 12% are chronically absent. So speaking of suspension rates, overall, we have seen a dramatic decrease from looking at the 3 years. So in 2022, 2023, we were at 3.5% of our school population were suspended at least one day. Then we decreased by a whole 1.5% the following year. We were at 2%. And then as of now, currently we are below 1% of students that have been suspended at least one day. One thing that we feel that is part of our success for the decrease is that we focus highly on our restorative practices. Our admin support, teachers, counselors, we really know the benefits of showing students how to communicate with one another, and that has really been one of our greatest contributors to this decrease in suspension rates. So middle school students, there's always something going on. Horseplay or talking about one another. And sometimes students don't have the skills they need to work their problems out. So through restorative practices, we really focus and help kids learn how to communicate with one another so that they can solve their problems. And through the help of the adults here, they know that they can come to us and then we can help them set up and teach them how to hold these conversations. Another reasons for our success is our focus on building relationships with students. We know that through building positive relationships with students, they feel comfortable when they need help and they come to us. And because they come to us ahead of time, we are able to work out the problems before it becomes something that leads to a fight or ongoing behaviors. So our students take a panorama survey every year. They ask them certain questions about the school and about the teachers and about the students at the school. And it really allows them to have a voice without like the direct name, name the name that's making their voices stand. So things that we look at is, the fairness of discipline and rules, climate of support and academic language, the sense of belonging, and safety. So overall, we're at 90% of our students that answer those questions favorably. So they feel that they know the rules, they know the consequences if they don't follow the rules, and that they are treated fairly. So we're at 91%. And then if you compare it to other middle schools in San Bernardino, we are 13% higher than the other schools. Also, you see that we went up 7% since last year. The next one is climate of support for academic learning. This is about grading or help in the school. So our students answered favorably. 85% of them did, and that's an increase of 6% of last year, and then we are 10% higher than other middle schools in San Bernardino. The next is a sense of belonging. We know that's an area of growth for us, but overall we're at 68%, which is a 14% increase compared to the other middle school, and that is a 9% increase for us as a school year. So we find that very successful, and we know that we're going to continue to grow in that area. And the last one is safety, and this is the questions being asked is, if they've ever been bullied or if they've been made fun of at school. So again, this is another area of growth for us and that we are really focusing in. We're at 65%, and we've grown 5% from last year, and we are 5% higher than other middle schools. So course subjects. Listed in the PowerPoint are two potential possible schedules that students will see once they are here. So in 6th grade, all students are enrolled in double block ELA and double block math to ensure they receive the additional support needed to reach grade level, regardless of their prior academic background within the district. And then in 7th and 8th grade, they get more of a say depending on how they are performing. So some 7th graders will get double block math, and others will get single block math, depending on how they are succeeding in their class. But all 7th and 8th grade will get double block ELA. Something that is really exciting at Rodriguez Prep is that we are the only middle school to offer such a wide range of electives. We have about 20 plus electives that students can have the opportunity to enroll in. That's the most compared to other middle schools. Our goal is to expose students to diverse experiences so they can discover their true passions. They have the opportunity in medical detectives to dissect a lamb's brain. We have the only middle school podcast on YouTube. We have design and modeling where kids are designing their future potential cars. We have Bloxels, which is an opportunity for students to make their own video games. And we have a Lego component with that, which they build their robots with it. We also have things like yearbook, Avid. We have sewing club, web crew, choir, robotics, leadership, Spanish, broadcasting. There's so many things that they are exposed to, and they're able to really find their true passion and love. So for supports, our counselors provide monthly SEL, so that is social emotional learning lessons in their classrooms. So they meet with them also for students that are on academic probation. So academic probation are students who are not meeting that 2.0 grade point GPA. So when the student does not make the GPA of a 2.0, counselors meet with the students and the parents, and they review all their missing assignments. They put together a plan for them, and they also offer district resources that are available to all students. Our MTSS teacher also meets with students regularly. We look at data, we set goals. We just want to ensure that every student is working to their full potential. Again, we have the double block math that I mentioned earlier. And then also, if students are needing help, right, they're not making that academic growth, we take them for only 6 weeks from their elective, and we work on skills that they need. So missing skills that they need in math or ELA. And once those 6 weeks are up, they are returned back to their elective. And then something that's really exciting and really unique to RPA is that every teacher offers tutoring. So some offer it by appointment, but at least every teacher offers at least one day after school where they have tutoring opportunities. And this is something really unique to us because, with the other tutoring programs that are involved, the students are receiving tutoring from their actual teachers. The teachers know where they're at, they know the skills that they're missing, and they're able to get that additional support. If they need support for their homework or they need to redo a test, they are able to do so after school during tutoring. So just like all middle schools, in San Bernardino, we do offer sports. We have volleyball, cross country in August, softball in October, basketball in December, cheer in December, and then soccer in April. So that is here at Rodriguez. We are very competitive in there, and we do really well. And we ask that everybody, even if you don't have any experience in the sport, we invite them to join it, to join the sport, to try out. Our coaches work really well with students that don't have any experience but just want to try out. Another thing that's really relevant to RPA is that we do have several clubs after school. We have GSA, Makers Club, Black Student Union, Mecha, Drama, Alive, Golf, Sculpting, and we also have an ASL club as well. So something that's really unique to Rodriguez Prep is that we are named after the first Mexican-American colonel. So we copied, like they do in the services, the armed services, of how to move up in rank, right? Everybody starts out as a private, and they earn merits, and they can go all the way to general. And as they move up in rank, they also get incentives or just freedoms from that. So to review how to earn a merit, so you can get merits for your grades, you can get merits for trying out for a team. Not even if the student doesn't make it, they still get merits for trying out. They get merits for attending tutoring, for attending clubs. They get merits for going to school dances or participating in spirit days, for perfect attendance, for good behaviors. So, we want to celebrate the students' hard work, and they do that through merit. So we give them field trips, field days. Depending on their rank, they get to go to lunch first. So there's lots of incentives for the students so that they want to be a part of this school and do well. There are several opportunities for families to be involved. So first of all, we have our monthly coffee at RPA. That's an opportunity for you to learn what's coming up at the school. It's also an opportunity for you to ask questions on what's going on. That happens monthly. We also encourage parent volunteers to go on our field trips. We want parents to also have those same opportunities and experiences as our students do. We have parents that go with us to different universities, to NASA, to the Holocaust museums. We just want parents there. Also, our counselors provide several workshops for our parents. Those are just some flyers from the workshops we had this year. We had one on Aries. We also had one for our 8th grade parents that are transitioning into high school. We just want parents to be informed. And then another way that parents can be involved is participating in our after-school activities or our career day. We want to highlight and shine light on our parents. We always love for them to come and be a part of our career day so they can see potential careers that they can be a part of. This year we've had our trunk or treat event. We had a large turnout for that. And then also we had a car show too. So RPA, we have something called our top 5. So that's just ensuring that the kids wear their badges, they bring their agendas, that they're not tardy to class, that their cell phones are put away and out of sight, and then their Chromebook comes fully charged. Something I want to highlight with the cell phones is that we've been doing this now for about 4 years. And the ask is that the cell phones are put away. We understand that that is a way that you can communicate with the student. So if at any moment a student's like, hey, I need to text my parent, I want to attend tutoring, I just want to let them know. They just go to a staff member and they ask if they can text their parent, and the staff members all let them, text their parent. We say, hey, stand here, text your parent, and then once they finish the text, we ask them to put away their phone. This has been such a blessing because we had eliminated so much social media bullying, so much drama and problems that roll over from social media, and we have seen our students really focus on their education instead of what's being put out there on their cell phones. So why start in 6th grade? I know kids coming from elementary school, they are shy and they are kind of scared to come to middle school, but that's okay because that's our job, is to get them comfortable and ready. Our 6th grade teacher team really understand how to help the students immerse themselves into the middle school life. Our counselors, they do something called Synergy Day. So we understand that incoming 6th graders leave their friends, because they don't go to the same middle school, and that's scary. So one thing they like to do is put a day together where they do so many fun activities and they get to learn about one another and how they have similar likes or similar experiences, and they start to truly build a bond with students that are at the school. We understand that getting the student ready for middle school is going to help out with their academic readiness. Lots of our students that go through Rodriguez, they come back and they said, oh my gosh, high school and college are so much easier, that Rodriguez really got us prepared for that. I know a lot of high school principals that have let me know how great the students are doing, that came from Rodriguez. So another benefit is the independence and personal growth. We know that students need to start learning to be more responsible and mature, and understanding how to manage a multiple day schedule and different classrooms. So starting at 6th grade, we really guide them through that. And there are several opportunities for your students. Like I mentioned before, there's 20 plus electives. We just want to get students exposed to as many things as possible so that they can be passionate and really work through their interests. And then another thing is belonging to a school community. Other middle schools just offer 2 years, and sometimes 2 years is just a quick turnaround. But if they start at 6th grade, that's one additional year that we got with the 6th grade with your student, so that they can get ready for high school and college and beyond. Oops. So those are just some voices, student voices from our current sixth graders. You know, they left their friends. They came to they came and gave Rodriguez a chance, and you can tell that it has been a great transition for them. So the big question, how to enroll. So currently, the only way to enroll is if you visit our San Bernardino City Unified School District website. If you go ahead and you go to secondary, if you go to departments and you click on Educational Service Division, and then you scroll to the side and click on Secondary Magnet, Lottery Magnet, and then that'll take you to this last page where if you scroll down and you'll see the application link. I know the date says November or December 1st through December 31st. However, they are still accepting uh, applications to be added on the wait list. So filling out this application will put you on the wait list. So we still have some spots available. Depending on when you fill this out will depend on where you're at on the wait list. One tip I would suggest is either ensuring that you use a Gmail, and every student has a Gmail account. So if you have your students sign in, and you can use their Gmail email, and that's how we'll get you to the link. If you still have questions, or you want to see what else goes on at Rodriguez, you can follow us on our social media platforms. You can see different things that we're doing. Also, you can look at our podcast. Remember, we are one of the only middle schools that has a podcast. If you go on YouTube and you search up RPA Eagle Time, you can see all the podcasts we've done this year and then years prior. So thank you guys so much for watching this video and learning about Rodriguez. We hope to see your student here. Thank you.